All right. Welcome, everybody, to another beautiful Saturday morning. Um, all the ladies of Grown Woman Gaming are here today. Um, we have all of us. And we just came from watching the reveal, of Marathon. So we'll talk about that, I think, first after we talk about what we've been playing. Kind of cool that just happened right before the show started. But yeah, so Miss Charisse, looks like you're first.
I'm trying to figure out how I got first.
Probably
been
because you
first.
were
You've been
paying
first.
attention, because that's how I put you in here.
Yeah, you've been first. You was first
Yeah.
from jump. Even in the green room, you was first.
Nobody moved you this time.
This time.
Yeah.
This time.
This time.
Okay. I have not played anything but South of Midnight. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
It's all right. You still got some game time in.
I did, and I needed it. God, I needed it. Still game of the year for me.
Yeah.
If not higher on the list. Like other games need to beat it now. Like nothing can. So far, I have no issues with this game. Plays beautifully because I'm playing it now strictly on my PC, on Ultra, and it is gorgeous. I have had no issues whatsoever with it. Story is nice. Everybody complains about that we don't have rich storytelling. This game is gothic storytelling at its finest.
And what'd you say again? You said gothic storytelling?
Gothic storytelling. This is gothic. Like think Edgar Allan Poe. Not that deep, but dark, but still.
Yeah. Right.
Wuthering Heights. Like this is
I would say Edgar Allan Poe dark.
Yeah,
it is dark
because it touches on some subjects.
Yeah.
But this is gothic storytelling at its finest with a southern twang to it. The acting is on point. The soundtrack is on point. Like, if this game does not win something, then there's no way you can deny that there's not an Xbox tax. Like, this shit is beautiful. This is my game of the year. I'm sorry, I love it. Absolutely love it. I am on chapter 8 or 9. I want to say 8, but it might also be 9 because I had just done some things. And it's beautiful. I love it. I was really like, dang, I gotta do the show. But as soon as the show is over with, I'm gonna get some food.
Gonna get back. Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
that's
I'm gonna
saying something because Charisse would be like,
I know, right?
Because like, where's Assassin's Creed?
I did not even play Assassin's Creed. I'm trying to finish this so I can get back on Assassin's Creed, but this is I'm not playing anything else until I beat South of Midnight. That's it. I'm not playing anything else. So
yeah,
that's
all right.
Yeah.
What about you, Miss Delilah?
It will be South of Midnight later on today.
All right. Because you're behind, right? I think
I am very behind. I am very behind. So while Charisse was talking, I had mute the audio so I wouldn't catch anything. So that's cool. But yeah, that really will be it. I haven't even tried to even download Assassin's Creed because I told y'all that I definitely wanted to try it and jump into that, but I think I'm gonna go in the same order of finishing South of Midnight before I jump into Assassin's Creed. So yeah.
Okay.
And then we got another game dropping pretty soon too, later this month with the Expedition 33.
That's why I'm trying to finish South Midnight.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, good thing they kind of complement each other a little bit because one's more of a platformer and shorter kind of experience, where the other one's like a full blown RPG. So they kind of complement each other. But yeah, that's pretty much it.
All right. What about you, Miss Lady?
Hope you guys can hear me. Good morning. This is me, Lady Infamous 415. You already know. We have beat South of Midnight yesterday at 12:19 p.m. on a Friday afternoon. I just wanted to invest my time into the story, so I decided to just do a quick run. Not a quick run, but just a run of I got up, made some breakfast, played South of Midnight. I really enjoyed my experience with it. To me, I think that the story can open up to other things, if that makes sense. By the end of the game, I felt like this could be something bigger. Like more stories can develop from this single
world. Yeah,
from the single world. By chapter 9, I already knew what the rotation was, so it was easier to handle the wall climbing and the grapple and stuff like that. I know I didn't get all of the what you call those glowy things that you pick up to upgrade your weapons. I mean, your skills and stuff. I didn't get all of them because there was just some that I possibly couldn't reach. I was like, how you get up here? So I enjoyed my experience with South of Midnight, and I'm glad that I took the time out to play it, And I advise anybody to try the game out when you can. It's not that long either. It's a nice little. It took me 9.5 hours. People are saying 10 and the 12-hour range. So, but I really enjoyed my experience. Let me see. What else have I played? I played Marvel Rivals.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna tell
you. Wait. No, lady, what you think about the Ice Queen coming to
Emma Frost?
Marvel Rivals. Emma Frost.
Oh, I played her last night.
She was playing as her.
I was drugged last night, so I couldn't jump in. But
Yeah.
Oh, come on, man.
Yeah, so we're gonna play tonight.
I don't know. I gotta beat South of Midnight. Let me beat that.
You ain't gotta beat South of Midnight.
I do gotta. I know. I gotta see this story. I
ain't coming home till late. I got plans after work.
I might be drugged by the end. So.
Okay. Yeah.
I got plans after work. All right.
Yeah.
Wait. Just like Boogie, we gotta have details, ma'am.
Yes.
After I'm a married woman, I have to live through y'all.
Oh my God. How she just put me out there just like Boogie.
They put you on blast.
Right.
So I played Marvel Rivals just to check out the tank of Emma Frost. And I'm gonna be honest with you. I like her as a tank. She has some abilities. See, I don't know how to do the diamond grab because she will grab you and slam you, and I ain't there yet.
So CHAREECE, I was pissed last night because I'm playing with Lady and I'm like Thor, right?
Always.
And fucking Emma Frost picks me up like a baby doll. And I'm like, I don't like it. Like, and then I was telling Lady, I'm like, you better learn how to do this. Because
I'm like, I don't know how to do it yet.
She picking up other tanks like they ain't nobody.
Oh wow!
And just like slams them, and it gives like a good amount of damage. It's just
So and that game hasn't gotten stale at all.
No, they had a new season.
No,
This season 2 right now. So everything is like reset, and it's the Hellfire Gala. So they got new skins. They got a battle pass.
CHAREECE, Hellfire Gala.
I know,
like,
and they got new costumes.
Yeah,
I might drop just to buy the costumes.
They got it. I told y'all, like I've never seen someone copy a game and just do it better.
Yeah. So I'm like, it's so good. It's so good. Let me see. I will definitely.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, we play COD. Yeah, we play COD. But I was going to say about Emma Frost.
Okay, sorry.
I enjoy it as a tank, and I think it's a good addition to it. And I ain't gonna lie that when we played yesterday, I was trying to practice her, but then people will grab her, and then I'm like, man, Cloak and Dagger is my main. Cloak and Dagger is gonna be ride or die. If you don't pick my character, I'm like, man, let me win this game.
We literally started winning when she went to start healing, because you have to have someone healing you. Like,
So
you said that. I said that before. Like you gotta have like a balanced team, really.
But this is how you 4 tanks, 1 DPS, and 1 healer. Are you serious?
We've had we've had those games, or like where the healer is trying to fucking kill people. Why are you killing people? You're supposed to be healing.
I be in the back.
You gotta heal, then you gotta kill. Heal your team first, then you can do.
Right. If everybody pull up, then you go ahead and try to kill somebody. But if everybody's dying, what the fuck are you doing?
I know.
Sorry.
Let me see. We play COD, and I'm gonna tell you, don't fuck with me on that firing range. That's all I gotta say. I will clip you. It's straight W's in the firing range because it's a Black Ops 2 map. All the new COD players don't know about it, and I keep telling y'all want to give me old maps if you want to. I know them like the back of my hand.
Got the noob pool. They pull them up.
Pull up city. I'm telling you. What else? We played some Warzone, the COVID map. It was nice. I had fun. I hate the gulag. But
I'm getting better with it. I'm like less intimidated now. Like I know what to do. But except for like if I have a pistol, I'm just like I'm probably gonna lose. It's not as good with a pistol.
Yeah, and I lost a gulag because I didn't know what gun I had. I thought I had like SMG. I had a pistol. I was like, fuck. I was shooting it like an SMG.
Yeah, right. That's the part that I hate. Like with a pistol, I'm like.
I'm like,
I think
SMG,
it's funny
SMG.
you can look at the screen and see who play COD and who don't. You're like,
right, yeah. Y'all be like glazing over, like,
yeah. And that was it. That was it for me. That's all I played this week.
All right, same for me. Lots of South of Midnight. I'm not going to talk about it because we've already talked about it, and I've like interjected because that's what I do. And I'm at chapter 8, just so everybody knows. I'll try to play some today, but I also want to have like. Well, no, your lady's busy, so I won't have anybody to play multiplayer with. So I probably will play South of Midnight tonight. But yeah. And then COD and Marvel Rivals, which I really like Marvel Rivals. They keep tempting me to buy things, but they don't make my characters enough. Like the last one that I got was Storm, which I actually really like her rebalancing, lady. I didn't tell you that yesterday, but I feel like this last update, they rebalanced her a little more because I was kicking ass.
Oh, really?
Yesterday. So, I mean, not Rogue. I don't know why I keep saying Rogue. Storm. But they need to bring Rogue in. That would be interesting. And Gambit. Like him throwing and being able to turn everything. Like, yeah. So that would be cool. So yeah, let's get into topics. CHAREECE is not here, so I'm gonna wait a second before we talk about Marathon, but I'll go to the regular topic so that we don't have to ignore her.
Yeah.
So I don't know about you guys, but like it wasn't like a crazy heavy week as far as news, but you know, there's a couple of gems.
A couple of gems before, you know, it's I've seen worse.
Oh yeah, it wasn't like Sahara dry, but yeah, it wasn't last week.
right.
So one of the topics Lady had put in, and I wanted to discuss about it because we've seen time and time again where Sony will remake a game, remaster a game, all the different little steps.
Remaster.
Right, the remake of the remaster. Right.
Yeah.
So now they've announced The Last of Us Complete Edition. And what I want to ask you guys is, does this mean there won't be another Last of Us game? And is this now the last Last of Us edition that we'll see?
No.
The last part.
Everybody's like, nope.
No,
it's like,
go ahead.
When we do get new consoles, God forbid when that happens, I'm sure they're gonna try to milk this.
Not God forbid.
I know. Not God forbid.
Yo, I feel like I haven't used all the ones I got to their full potential yet. Like they haven't, you know, burnt them up or blown them. You know, let me use them. But like, I feel like they're gonna try to do this again. Because people are still stupid enough to buy them.
Right? The complete anniversary edition. That's what we're going to see.
That's it. That's it right there.
It's 30-year anniversary of Last of Us.
20th year complete edition. Exactly. Anniversary edition. Yeah.
That's it. And nobody's going to bat an eye. I ain't going to be like,
it's so wild. I'm like, I'm not buying this.
Okay.
I'm not buying this.
This, again, I have never played these games before. I just want to clarify. There are only 2 games, correct? Why this TV show has been renewed for season 3?
Because they don't put that game in half.
Right. That's what I thought. Yeah. Because I'm like, this really isn't news because they already said that they were splitting the second game into 2 seasons. So it wouldn't make sense for you to greenlight 1 season.
Okay, I was confused.
Okay.
I was because I'm like, if they're based on anyway, I just feel like I don't know. We're gonna milk this series. Like this is milking a series.
Man,
Yeah, but do you
this
think
is
they're gonna
milk,
make
yeah.
another game?
Powder
Or do you
milk.
think they're just gonna keep milking the two games?
Powdered milk.
Yeah.
Powder milk.
Do you
That
think
thing
they're
is
gonna
dust.
keep? Yeah, but do you guys think they're gonna make another game?
I don't give a fuck at this point because you just milked the game so goddamn much. You made me like decrease the interest of seeing.
They're making sure everybody in the world play that
Right?
game.
Everybody played it.
But me.
But me. Listen, so I mean, the way they left too. If you play, well, should I spoil it? It ain't old. I mean,
Yeah.
All the shit. It's been there for 20 years. I mean,
Right.
goddamn.
Yeah.
All that shit.
It can vote. It can almost rent a car on its own. Like,
well, what I was gonna say is that the way they left 2 is like you kind of all have to do a 3, but then
You
they
got
call this
to.
the complete edition. So it's like,
Right.
is this the end?
right.
Is this it?
That's
Like,
what I'm saying.
Like, what is this? Is this them slowly telling us that we're not making another one?
Good.
That's-
Like,
yeah.
I'm satisfied with that because it let me know
Me too.
that the first one was the best and the second one was not. So I don't get it. People would downgrade how repetitive a game is when you got the Maddens, the 2Ks, the Call of Duties. Shit, Elden Ring. Fucking Elden Ring. Repetitive as hell. Dungeons. 20
Yeah.
dungeons, damn near the same, with the same
Yeah.
enemies, just a different color. But then you guys will look over the fact that, look, don't disrespect the Naughty Dog. I know y'all had a good one with The Last of Us, and I know y'all monopolize it to the biggest potential, but either you gonna get you another one, which is The Last of Us 3, or just call it a day. And I
Yeah.
feel like it's a little bit of greed in there because they know that it's going to be somebody that's going to spend the $109 plus tax.
You think
Plus
is that what it
shipping.
is? Is that what they said?
$109.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. It's
$109. Damn.
$109. You know what I can do with $109?
Not much anymore, but yeah.
Right.
With this, bruh.
Wait, now for this game, because I'm looking at it right now, you get, because I do like a good special collector's edition. I'm not gonna lie to you. You get a steel case book with physical discs. You get physical discs, part 1 and part 2 remastered. The Left Behind prequel,
But it's only one. They're both games are in the same.
Yes.
But
So
I just want that to be clear.
Yeah.
Like, even though it's 2 separate games, you're getting one still book with both games inside.
Yes, like that's how Assassin's Creed did. You get one steel book, but you both discs go inside. The prequel chapter, The Last of Us American Dreams comics, volumes 1 and 4. 1 through 4. Set of 4 art prints and a thank you letter from the director.
But it's still The Last of Us. So it's like,
Look here, ma'am. Not even a special statue. Like,
what I'm saying is, like, the game's still the game. Like, it's still old. Like, what?
Like, if you
it's not
click
like
on the tweet that I shared, like, one of the first people like is doing a Jimmy Neutron like meme where he's like, "This is Ultra Lord," and the teacher's like, "This is the 7th week you've shown this."
okay, this one is by the
Like,
That's good. That is very
like,
good.
How many times are you gonna show this? Yeah,
That 109.
Great meme.
That 109 is for the true The Last of Us fan that got the room
Right.
with the posters and the
but
DVD.
lady,
Yeah.
they would have bought the last time though.
That's okay. That's for them. That's for them. That's the one that got the room with The Last of Us.
They already got the other
everything.
editions. They done bought.
They
They
all.
done bought the
You know
anniversary
what?
edition last time.
That's for them. That ain't for
you know
me.
what I'm like? This is my original edition. This is my collector's edition. This is my complete collector's edition.
Again, you know what?
Oh
As
my
a book
God.
collector, I cannot fault them for this, because I bought.
Yo,
How would you make the release?
I'm just trying, people. Okay, listen. Okay, I don't know.
Like how you tried to, you
I'm
related
trying.
to.
I'm trying. But at least when I do buy different, like, okay, for example, I have 3 different versions of Sailor Moon.
Okay,
I
that'll.
have I have the 90s version, which is again falling apart, the 20th anniversary, and then the 25th version. But they're all different.
Ooh, it's like
they
Sony,
like a new translation.
Where's the games? Where
better
are the games?
artwork, like redone. Like I just need like what's so different, what's so special about this? That way I can like
crispy,
not me go.
They got better sounds.
It doesn't. This is literally the original remastered, repackaged.
They got four prints. You got a physical disc, but you did all this. But you couldn't give factions. You couldn't give factions.
Girl.
You couldn't give your fans what they wanted was a multiplayer universe of The Last of Us, and you didn't give them that. Instead, you gave them $109.
That's what I said.
I didn't even think about that. Like, but yeah, that's pretty shitty.
Yeah, what a
like,
game.
Y'all didn't even come out with factions, and then you're like, hey, but
we got this.
But you can buy the same game,
right? You can buy the same shit in the new package.
And I just want to point out, I'm on Amazon right now. The comic book volume 1 is only $1.99.
Oh, girl! The markup.
I know you're lying. I know
like,
you're lying.
I get the whole thing for $5.99.
The print.
Wait though. Is it like in color and better like print quality or something? Is that the reason why?
I don't know. It's just The Last of Us American Dreams Volume 1. It's on Kindle. So like, you know what? I'm finna send a free sample to my phone right now.
Like a point. Yeah, I'm gonna say you got any
hold on.
A little points they give out. What they call
right?
Kindle
points. I get it for free then, because I got like the points saved up. But like, I want to see if it is in color.
Because now would be kind of cool if it's in color and you can kind of check it out. Like
I just want to point out this is ugly.
That's a digital. At the same time, that's a digital.
I just want to point out this is ugly.
Like I don't like this art. Like I don't know, maybe because it's not my normal style.
That's what it is.
But it is in color. I'm on looking at it on my phone.
But see, what you just bought though isn't what they getting.
Yes,
right.
They get the physical copy.
They get the physical copy. This is a digital copy.
That's what I'm saying. Like they don't get the digital. They should get both, in my opinion.
No, they get the physical.
Interesting.
But again,
that's like so.
How many comics is it? 4?
4. Yeah.
Okay.
And they're probably small, right?
Yeah, they're $2. I mean,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. They're probably
like
24
pages. The first.
That's a booklet. That's a booklet. That's
a pamphlet. Yeah.
Well, pamphlet's 4 pages, but yeah.
You know, I'm exaggerating. I know I'm exaggerating, but you know, yeah. Like,
yeah.
Yeah, like Lady said, the markup is real. Okay.
So no excitement for this.
It sounds like we're all in consensus that this is going to continue, that we're going to get The Last of Us 20th year complete collector's edition remake remaster.
Yo, we got to give it a different name.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to have to.
I don't know.
It's going to be the Journeyman's edition of it after a while.
Yeah, the Journeyman's edition? Oh my God. I would die. And
Lady, you're muted.
People still buying it. I don't understand.
Oh wait, we get a super chat real quick. You know what?
Oh yeah, go ahead.
This super chat is the same amount. The cost same much as this comic. We might take your super chat and go buy this comic.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about Marathon. At first, we were gonna talk about it first when we first started, but then CHAREECE was away, so I didn't want to leave her out because she actually played Destiny with us. So I want to make sure.
Whoa! What about us?
Well, CHAREECE just don't really like play. Neither does Delilah, but like Delilah played too. But I'm just saying, I wanted to make sure that everybody was here because we all.
And also, I'm a Halo fan.
You know?
I'm a Halo fan,
yeah,
so I am very familiar with Bungie. Yeah.
The point was, I wanted to make sure everyone was here. But yeah. So we can talk about it now. You guys want to talk about it now?
Yeah.
So before the show, Bungie just released their overview of Marathon. It looks like they also had like a little dev review, right, with some of the people from Bungie and whatnot. We didn't watch all of that part, but we did watch the trailer. So, ladies, how did you feel about your look at Marathon, which I think is like really our first real gameplay look, right? We haven't seen any gameplay. So yeah, let's talk about it. Whoever wants to go first can.
I got you.
Awesome.
Already off the rip, I don't like it.
All right. Well,
I don't like it.
Not
I don't know if it's the art style or if it's the. and I know, the gameplay is going to be butter anyway, because again, it's Halo, it's Bungie. It's going to be, but I do not like the art style. Maybe I need to rewatch the developers talk, because I don't know what the story is about, and I do not like extraction shooters. So like already you batting nothing with me. So like, and out of the 4 of us here, I am the Destiny fangirl.
That's true.
Yeah.
Like she had it downloaded longer than me, I think.
I think I still got it downloaded. It's on this, like, I think it's on my external hard drive. But that
shit is gone.
Yeah,
I'm not feeling it.
Enough.
We're already talking about it in our Discord right now, and I hope this shit is free to play.
Can somebody clarify something for me? Like, what is this? What kind of game is this? Is it just a competitive? Is it a competitive shooter, or is it a single player campaign kind of thing?
It's like Rainbow Six.
Oh well, yeah.
See, see.
It's an extraction shooter, so yeah, you have like an objective to do. And yeah,
I'm not feeling it.
That's not my bag. Like I don't know, y'all.
It's like
y'all
what is it called? What's the one where you're in New York? The one we like to play.
Division.
It's like Division, but the multiplayer part. Yeah.
When you go into the dark zone, get equipment, and you have to go to the place where the helicopter comes and take you out.
I like the single player part of Division. Right. So it's like,
I don't think that they've announced any single player, but you guys correct me if I'm wrong.
I mean, I think it's just because they probably want to get the game out, and Concord and all that. Like, let's be real.
Maybe there's gonna be like. I feel like I did see some PvE elements, right? Because like I pointed out that one of the enemies looked like the enemy from Destiny, just the movement.
Enemy movement, yeah.
Like the guys that would shoot the rockets from their backs, right?
I forgot what they call them. The red.
Yeah, the red. Yeah. So that guy was in the trailer, reskinned.
Yeah.
So I think there is some PvE elements. So what I'm thinking that they're going to do is like how we did Destiny, right? Which is the story is like woven into this extraction.
What's that competitive shooter that you played, Boogie, when you were Anthem? Not Anthem.
God.
The one were you on stage playing at E3? What was that?
Apex Legends.
Apex.
No. Apex. Yeah, it was
okay,
Apex.
So because it's still going on right now, and somebody's like playing it live, and I'm looking at it. Mm-hmm. I'm getting Apex Legends vibes.
Okay,
like
because you do some extraction type stuff in Apex,
and like just the way the movement and stuff like that. Like,
I don't know. I'm not.
Yeah.
What about you, lady? I don't think you've said. And
I think I'm gonna have to try to get into a demo.
So yeah, they said the demo or the alpha, right, is going to start is the 23rd, which is just in a couple of weeks. So,
Mm-hmm.
Based on what I saw, the gunplay looked good, but I need to know
more. We know that was going to look good.
No Bungie gonna land the gunplay. That's a given. It's like everything else layer underneath that.
Yeah,
like,
I need to know what's
classic Halo feel. Hopefully, it feels like that. And then the transitions from being like third person to first person, they always do that very well. Like we know they're gonna land all of that, but it's just, man.
Are they gonna have a hub just like they did in Destiny? Are they gonna have stations?
I don't want Destiny. I don't want Destiny.
Yeah, me either.
It could be. It could be.
But that is what I'm getting. That's the vibes that I'm getting is reskin Destiny. But that's not what I want.
I want a story. Like I want
that part.
I don't like
any of it,
bro. Like it's so saturated. It's so set. The market is so saturated with these competitive shooters. Like people already got things they go to. Like their Fortnites, their Call of Duties. We've talked about this. That's why Concord didn't do as well. Right. That's why you keep shutting down servers for other multiplayer shooter games. Like I hope that. And I got the audio off, so maybe I'm not hearing what they're saying about like what else is to this game. I'm hoping that it's more to this. It's the release date is September 23rd and whatnot. And like I said, I love the art style. I think the art style is great. I love the Volt green. I think it makes it different. I think it I like the futuristic style. I like some of the abilities they're trying to show off there. It looks fun to play. It looks great. But I just worry about everything else, and I worry about longevity in within such a saturated market. So.
Yeah, like, am I gonna buy into this ecosystem just for it to die in a year or two?
That's right.
You know, like, yeah.
And
I agree.
Let's be real, the Bungie needs a dub because with Destiny and then the whole situation. So they need this to land. They really need this to land.
One of our viewers, Jean-Marc Louise, hopefully that's how I say that. He said Bungie is not going to survive Sony.
No. this has to be like a
this has to do well. This has to do well, yeah.
It has to land. It really does.
Which I think is why we haven't seen too much of it until now, right? Because I feel like when things are a little rocky, they make sure that they keep everything closed, right? Until closer to. But he has on an Altadena shirt.
I know, you saw that.
Oh, all right.
I do like the fact that this has to release fairly soon.
Yeah, right.
So that means they're very confident in it.
Well, September's a good minute away, but you're right. The alpha, like, I mean, hopefully it's good and polished enough to keep people playing. Because if it's just a flash in the pan, think about this, y'all. What was that game he was playing? Helldivers. Like, all these multiplayer games, like, they have to hit. They have to hit. Otherwise, it's just, it's a waste. It's a waste. And so, I don't know. I'm disappointed. I was hoping, I don't know. I want a story. And so I'm hoping that they're like, I'm not able to hear the audio what they're talking about right now, but I'm hoping there's something underneath that can keep me invested with this game. I worry about longevity. I worry about, like, all of that. That's the only thing.
Right. All right. Well, I think we'll be playing.
I forgot about Fair Games. They mentioned Fair Games. I forgot about Fair Games. It's the other multiplayer game they're supposed to be coming out with.
Oh.
It was a 3. It was Sony had like 3 multiplayer games. Fair Games.
But Fair Games is made by somebody else, yes.
Yeah, Concord and then Marathon. So this was the second one. Or the third one. Whatever. But anyway, it's the fact that...
So they 0-1 right now. So they 0-1 right now.
Yeah. That's why we said this has to land. Yeah, this has to hit.
Which, like, understand. I don't think any of us think this is going to flop, like, immediately, right? Unless it has, like, really, bad issues, right? But I don't feel like Bungie would put out a product like that. It's just, again, the longevity. Are we going to be able to invest in this game?
Yeah, and to be fair, Bungie is very familiar with this space, right? They know this space better than anybody, like, as far as how to have a world that's consistently updated. But to be fair, it took them with Destiny years, literal years, for that to be as big as it had.
And Destiny had a lot of problems toward the end, right? Yeah. So, like, did you learn from Destiny? So I'll say it's exciting. Let's see what they do. As always, show me what you got. Right. I think all the ladies will probably give it a try. I know CHAREECE said it has to be free to play for her to give it a try, but we know how to fix that. We'll just give her the game and then she'll try. Make the face if you want to. If we give it to you,
she knows. She knows. Yeah,
right.
She knows.
No comment.
So let's look out for the links for the alphas. I'm assuming it's going to be on PlayStation first for the alpha, but it'll give me an excuse to boot that bitch up.
That part. Just think of the updates we have to do first.
Look,
man, the controller gonna need an update. Everything, right?
So John Mark Louis if I'm saying that right, in the past said COD is going to release their beta out right before this game drops. Oof.
Oh,
that's a wrap. That's a wrap.
I don't know.
You can't compete with COD, like
people love. I mean, COD has a group, right? A dedicated group of people that could play COD, but COD has had a ton of issues. Like, I cannot play COD on PC right now. Neither can, I think Wolf was saying he's having similar issues. Like, they have a lot of optimization problems on the PC that they need to fix. They have a bunch of cheaters that they need to fix. So we'll see. I was telling the lady yesterday, I can't wait for the next COD because I'm so tired of Black Ops.
It most likely be Modern Warfare 4.
Yeah.
Maybe.
It gotta be something.
Or remake or remastered of a remake of a remastered with an art book and 2 prints. That's going to be the next Call of Duty. I promise you.
Yeah, somebody like in the chat bringing up Concord, like that's what has me nervous about this.
Yeah,
is the mismanagement for. Oh my gosh, that's the only thing, because I don't want them to fail. Please believe, I do not want them. I want them to do extremely well, because my appreciation for the industry in general is part of the reason, but also because I just want great games.
Right.
And so
we say all the time, right? Competition breeds creativity, right?
That's right, exactly. So. But this makes me a little nervous, because it's like obviously I'm speaking selfishly, right? Because I know what I like. I know what type of games I like, and what I play. Somebody may be seeing this and loving this, like, yo, I'm all over it,
Yeah,
and,
I'm sure.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I mean, I don't know. I have my own little personal reservations, but we'll see how it goes.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, let's keep it pushing. We got a couple of other topics to talk about. So let's talk about probably the biggest grift in gaming history, Star Citizen. How is this game still pulling money from people? I feel like it should be illegal at this point.
What is this game?
What do you mean?
It's like think of Starfield with like, I don't know. It's kind of like Starfield though, but it's just a little bit.
But like an MMO, right? Like
it's definitely an MMO type layer to it.
Because I've heard
it like for a long time.
So you remember the Star Wars? I mean, the Star Wars game, the MMO one.
Mm-hmm.
It's basically supposed to be like that, but just like space, right? Yeah. Star Citizen. So, but they've been pooling money, right, for people to essentially get this game going for 13 years, and it has raised $800 million.
$800 million. I saw that. I'm like, wow, this junk should be done.
Over 800. 802, 165,273.
So, like, do they have, like, when you, like, because I've done a Kickstarter before, which I absolutely love. So, do they, like, have little, hey, we're going to reach this goal, and then you get this. If we reach, then you get this.
That, honey. It's
because they started it in 2012. Okay.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Like,
they're still in alpha, right? Alpha, beta, one of them, right? Yeah.
Well, they said the CEO, right, says that they are closer than ever to realizing the dream that many said was impossible.
They've been talking about this game. I've been hearing
the finesse game is real. Circle board is every day. Y'all just letting them do it.
Keep giving us the money. Yeah, we got you, fam.
Right.
Keep on.
Because everybody there is still getting paid essentially with these crowdfunding. You know what I mean? Like
$800 million. Like, let's be real. That's a ton of money. Yes.
And like all kind. Like I already know for a fact that a lot of the people that worked for Star Citizen got jackets, got like all kind of cups and shit. They're yeah. Like I said, I feel like it's the biggest grift in gaming.
But that's wild. 800 million is crazy. Like we've played games that had like 7-year life cycles, and they ain't ever touched that number.
Yeah.
So
that's a lot.
Wow. That's more than some countries.
I just hope that these people who invested in this game actually, get something in the long run, because when is enough, and when you like, no, I need to see a final product, or like I'm gonna sue.
Well, you can play it, like you can actually get in there. You can join in.
And it says people are buying ships and stuff. They said they call it, and they're literally calling them whales, spending tens of thousands of dollars on in-game ships. They said that they've made over $100 million every year since 2022. So the last 3 years, they've made
working product. It's not like it's.
So why not just call it early access?
Well, they've been calling it alpha and beta. They just haven't ever did a production release yet, because they've basically been building it with the community to make it the best it can be. Because it was this all-encompassing thing. I remember this very.
Oh, so this is Baldur's Gate at its
basically yes. This is basically Baldur's Gate, except
buying shit.
Yeah, literally buying stuff. Ships. You can have like a little hub and deck it out, and you literally can do so much in this game. Like, 'cause I tried
Yeah.
to I would say about 3 months ago, I tried to jump in on it and see what it was about, but I didn't want to pay for the little package you needed to get in.
Is it on,
They
is this on
already
Steam or is
charge
this
you off
like-
rip. This was on you can't even do, you have to go to the actual website.
Oh,
They got a
see.
whole little application built for it. Like,
Oh, you serious? Let me look.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go look. It's like everything's built specifically, exclusively for Star Citizen. It's so
Yeah.
layered.
And then, like, okay, so back in 2020, he says, right, I can promise you the gameplay I described is not a pipe dream, nor will it take 10 to 20 years to deliver. But again, that was in 2020, and the game is still not at 1.0, which is its official release.
Yeah, it's been
$50.
13 years.
$50.
They got different tiers though, so you can get like the $20 one, $50 one, then they got the $100 one, and you get like a ship, like a little hub thing, and then you get
$112 for 1,000 of space money, 6
Yeah.
months insurance, and VFG.
Insurance.
What are we getting insurance for?
Right?
I don't know. I don't know.
This ain't insurance.
I don't know.
Listen, that was new to me. My heart dropped.
Right. I'm like, yeah.
No, we need that for it.
Oh my god.
Minor starter pack.
Like I tried. It's what's so crazy is I was about to do it and trying to jump in, but I was just like, I don't feel like spending any money on this game. Like I don't know what I'm paying for. I don't know what I'm buying.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I
Oh
was
my
like,
god.
so I was like, I'm placing
It very much feels like pyramid schemey.
I'm in
But
the
nobody-
wrong.
I wouldn't see the thing is I wouldn't say that because they are like y'all listen. I've seen videos of this game. Like I've seen people like they are literally building this game with the community.
Yeah.
Like people are able to chime in, add assets, like all kind of stuff, like real, you know. So I don't doubt that it's something. I don't understand why it's taking so long though. Like that's wild to me when you get that kind of money and revenue in. Well, I probably shouldn't call it revenue. When you get that kind of money in, it's like it's going somewhere. I mean, you should be able to buy a ton of developers and get this thing rolling, like get it
Yeah.
out.
Right? Like at
So-
this point, yeah. Like, aren't you making enough money to just like get it done?
A beefy
I like-
rig? I'm out then. I'm out.
Yeah, I
You
saw what Cal Webb said. He said like you also need to have a pretty beefy rig to be able to play this game.
Mm-hmm.
So-
Yeah.
So when did this game start? Because I feel like they probably had to change engines. They probably had to do like graphical updates to change it to
Yeah,
redo
they
it.
probably went from like Unreal Engine 3 to like 5.
Right.
Like,
Yeah. For
or
sure.
4 to 5. I'm pretty sure 4 was pretty.
I don't know.
They still showing Marathon, y'all. Like they still got it.
Yeah, I see. Yeah. Okay.
I pray it's
So,
more to the
and we're on version 4.0 of the alpha, just so you know. That released in December 2024. So, I don't know. It's just odd. I really don't like to see things like this in the gaming space because I think it sets a bad precedence for games and really taking money without really delivering a full finished product. Yeah. So,
well, I mean, some
yeah.
people are like, you have been able to like you're like even I think today, like if you go to Twitch, you could probably
Mhm.
find someone streaming it
Yeah.
because it's not like it's nothing. It's
Mhm.
just it tries to do everything, and that's the problem. It tries to be the ship game when you can have, it tries to be that. It tries to. That's why the only thing I can come up with was Starfield because you could have, in Starfield you can have ship battles and then you can build a base and then
Mhm.
all that. So that's all that I can think of, and also you can travel to different planets. So that's that's the first thing that popped in my brain, like Starfield. So
Right. All right. Moving on. So Ubisoft is in the news.
As always.
And as always, they're inserting their foot into their mouths. So you guys know there was a lawsuit because the crew, right, like shut down. And the article basically is like taking from the interview, right, from the guy from Ubisoft, which let me get his name, Paul Hastings, and where they're saying that players don't have unfettered ownership of a game, essentially saying that they can shut down a game, especially a game that's like a live service type of game, anytime they want to, because we don't really own the game. We don't have rights. We're just purchasing a license.
I mean, that's what they did with X Defiant. Did they?
I mean, that's the fine print, y'all. I mean,
I would say, in one hand, I kind of understand this, but on the other hand, I'm like, why? Because, no offense, we don't own any of this shit anymore. It is all a license to borrow for a certain amount of time. Usually it's like, I don't know, 100 years or whatever, but like, it's just a license. Yep. But nobody has actually came right out and said that you do not own your games. And I think that's kind of where people are getting upset about. Because I am a digital girly, have been a digital girly in like most of everything for the last 10 or so years. Like my Kindle has close to 2,000 books on it. I don't own any of that shit. I know this. Amazon knows this. It's just a mutual agreement that we don't talk about.
Yeah.
Facts.
But I think that's what they're saying, right? Is that they're saying Ubisoft's representative stated that the packaging of the crew made the limited license element clear. But see, that's still not making it clear. You know what I mean? Like, that's the biggest issue, is that they're not, like you said, it's like a dirty little secret, right? And when we get to legality of things, it can't be a dirty little secret. It has to be explicit. So I don't know. We might see that they actually owe people, right?
Let me see. Hold on. Let me see if it says I just own a license. Because this is physical copy, so I actually own the physical copy of this game.
Right. Still, read it.
Hold on. Let me see. Y'all know I'm blind.
Yeah. And Cobweb, I maybe I'm pronouncing this name wrong, but it says that it's the same for Star Citizen. It's the same engine. It's on CryEngine apparently.
I ain't heard that one in a while.
That's the name. That's the game that I was thinking about. Remember Crytek?
Yes.
And all that game? That's what I was getting that vibe watching Marathon.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I don't know. It just like made my brain think that.
No, this was referring to Star Citizen though.
No, I know. I'm just the cry made my brain click. Yeah. So
okay, gotcha.
Sorry. All over the place. So yeah. And then the fact that Ubisoft claimed that the crew would remain playable long, for like long period of time, and all this stuff. So yeah, I don't know. I think Ubisoft continues to put their foot in their mouths. What do you guys think? Do you think that we're going to see more of this? Yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say I think this is important, right? This whole because that can set the precedent for other companies and games and like those type of agreements that we see when we boot the game up.
Agreed.
You see that little fine print, and you're like, yeah, let me just get to my game. Boom.
Right.
You agree to just
yeah. When you turn on the game, you're like, just get me to the game. I don't care what it's saying.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. And so, but as a consumer, like I agree. Like if we buying this game and you want to shut the servers down, like I already bought to play it. Like I should be able to play this game 10 years from now if I want to, because you agree that these servers should be live and we should have access to them and you selling other things for us to be able to have access to. So,
but see,
on the business side, I see the other way too, because servers are expensive.
That part,
and it's like and if no one's playing and the numbers are reduced so low to where it shouldn't matter, and it's only 10 people today and then 20 people tomorrow, and it's like that is grounds for terminating the server.
Yeah.
So I see both sides, but it's like, man, you got to give them a refund or something. You have to do something to make it right.
But question: this is not the first game that's had the servers shut down,
right?
So what makes this game so special to? Because
they charge for that premium. They charge for that extra. It's like you pay for early access. Ooh, and then in that early access never came.
Right.
Basically.
Yeah, that'd be like if you remember Bungie got into a little bit of this, right? Like where they had promised all this stuff, but then weren't delivering on it. Like you can't have me pay for dessert and then be like, oh, well, we don't have dessert.
Right. Exactly.
Like we sold out. Like, It's too bad. Like
I know you
need
bought
to refund me. Yeah.
I know you bought the cobbler, but we're
Right.
I'm sorry, but we're out. But what? We keeping your money. Like that's
right. Yeah, but we're keeping your
Yeah.
money. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. Right. No cobbler and no refund. So.
Yeah.
All right. So getting closer to the end of the show here, and I knew that those weren't going to be like huge topics, but I wanted to make sure we touched on this just because I think it's going to impact all the electronics and entertainment sectors. But we saw with the tariffs that have been in place that the Switch 2, right, was probably the most popular thing that's been impacted. And they've even held or delayed the pre-order program, right, for the Switch 2. We talked about that last week. But so right now, as it stands, we have a 90-day hold on the tariffs, but still a 104% tariff on products from China remains in place. But even if they fall back, it'll still be a 10% on every other country in the United States trades, which is still higher than what we're doing right now. So we're at a point, I feel like, in the game industry where we were tipping toward more expensive, right? Like things were costing more to make. Publishers are trying to do things to combat that cost, I feel like, but with like skins and things like that, right? So what do we see could possibly happen, right, with the game industry space as far as like funds? Like, are we not going to be playing games, right? Because like now the game that was going to be $60 is now going to be $90, right? Or are things like Game Pass going to be more lucrative, right? But then is Game Pass going to be more expensive because they have to pay these people more now? So there could be a lot of things happening. So I just kind of want to get you guys' opinion on the gaming landscape as far as tariffs are concerned. And we don't have to get like into, how tariffs work. That's not like this type of show, right? Yeah. But we want to talk about like how this is going to impact us as gamers.
As for me, I'm gonna say as a gamer and a consumer, these gaming companies are gonna have to work harder for the dollar. We talking about hardware.
Okay. Yeah.
We talking about hardware, software, Game Pass, PlayStation Plus, whatever. You know what I mean? If they are allowing to up the prices on certain things, especially on the habit that I love, then it's up to them to entice me to spend money out of my pocket, to be honest with you. So they're not going to be that many pre-orders. They're not. Right. I'm going to be sticking more alphas and early access type of games that are cheaper from the original price. You know what I mean? Like Schedule 1 and Hades 2. There was a nice little low price. Yeah. Towerborn, Founders Pack, those type of things.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. So you're saying like I would rather spend my money on a AA game than a AAA game, because I know the AA game is going to have like at least a better experience, right?
At least because when it gets to like $80 and up, you got to understand, everybody ain't gonna have every $80.
Yeah, $80.
Everybody ain't a big time influencer,
right? Well, not even that, because prices have gone up, but our pay hasn't gone up.
No, so, it has not. No, it has not.
Right.
So, I think for your try and true personal favorites, I think that's exempt of what you would pay. You know what I mean? For example, Call of Duty. Me and Call of
Duty always gonna get your money, right? Yeah.
Y'all got a relationship.
She's like, let it be known, all right? Always getting my dollars.
My man. With Call of Duty, for me, we're gonna exempt that. But if you talk about everything else, then what kind of game you got, what kind of story it is, what kind of game, what kind of studio it is, what the report on that studio, how much is the content, how much I'm getting worth the content. Yeah. For software, that's how y'all gonna entice me with the console. Now, if Nintendo 2 Switch is like this, imagine how the PS6 and the new Xbox.
I love the way you said it, by the way. What? Nintendo 2 Switch. The Nintendo 2 Switch. I love it. But
I can imagine. Like, it's like, and again.
So
for my personal experience, me and Xbox, we gonna have to work some things out.
I mean, okay, so the last Xbox was like $500, right?
Yeah.
Like with this type of, let's just say hypothetical, right?
Okay.
104% goes in. That means that the Xbox is gonna be $1,000.
Over that.
Over $1,000. Yeah.
Well, you know what? Then we got Xbox PC, we got Xbox Cloud Gaming.
But no, you can't. You can't. Because when you need to upgrade your PC, all those pieces are going to cost more.
Oh yeah, listen.
All those parts.
The GPU, the CPU,
the I will bust down the credit card.
That RAM gonna be like $300 now instead of $600.
I don't have a problem. I don't have a problem.
So like that $1,000 graphics card would now be $2,000.
Man, that's like remember they had the crypto mining era and everything was like triple the price.
Yes.
Let's break all that back. Basically.
Right. So with my personal preference on certain games and certain hardware, I'm gonna have to just work with my individual pockets. But as far as gaming as a whole, you gonna have to entice me to come up off my pockets. It is what it is. I ain't no big influencer. I got a 9 to 5 just like everybody else. My paycheck got a budget.
What if they start charging more for influencer stuff? Like what if you know how you're giving to somebody on Twitch, right? $5.
Yeah.
Think I'm like, oh, tariff time. It's gonna be $10.
Yeah.
Y'all
the cost of running Twitch has gone up.
Let me tell you,
man,
my Twitch family, you guys are lucky. Y'all barely get no ads. I see motherfuckers get a gang of ads. I have not monetized my channel on YouTube with no ads. So I'm, as a content creator, I am really doing y'all a favor when not putting ads on my videos or on my stream. But the yesterday price ain't the same price today. I am this close as a content creator, this close to putting ads. So I can at least get some change on the back end to support some of these games.
You might as well turn it on because I feel like every mofo that I click on, it'd be like ad.
So it's about to be ads up in here. CHAREECE don't have a problem with that for some reason. CHAREECE ain't never getting no ads.
Baby, my subscription will always be renewed for Lady Infamous, okay? All right. Always. Day one, baby.
She's a day one. So y'all gotta understand. Y'all want to up these prices? Us content creators, we might have to up our prices too. We might have to.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Finish your thought.
Oh yeah. Oh no. That's all.
That's a dangerous game. It's a dangerous game. You're talking about money. Like.
Right. I know. Right. Because I'm thinking. So like now I'm thinking. Right. So we have to pay more for everything. Right. We have to pay more for the consoles. We have to pay more for the software. That means people are going to be more selective. Right. Yeah. And what I fear, right, when people are more selective. Well, not even that, Delilah. When people are more selective, right, they're not buying these games, right? Which means that this then hinders creativity because people are less likely to put their money on something that will fail because people are so selective on what they're going to put their money in.
Well, shit, they should have been as a unit to make a better price range for the consumer to get that product they asking for.
Look, it's kind of one of those things. This is not one of those things where they can like plan for. This is happening to them just like it's happening to us.
We could use this example. If we didn't, God forbid, Game Pass was not around.
Yeah.
In the last 6 months.
The God forbids.
Yeah, I know,
God forbid.
God forbid.
And so the amount of games that we played on Game Pass in the last 6 months, we got South of Midnight. What else?
Indiana Jones.
A lot.
Indiana Jones.
Really? Yep.
What else is there? There was like one more. Oh, you know what? I give you this month. We got the 33 Expedition. Which one of those games would you have paid full price for?
South of Midnight.
Well, Indy. Definitely I would have bought Indy for sure.
South of Midnight.
South of Midnight. Definitely.
And so that means you would have waited on the other ones.
Possibly.
Yeah. So that means you either waited for a sale,
right?
Or waited till your pockets got back up, and God forbid, them shits is $80-$90.
Right.
I don't even want to think of that.
Red Lotus, about. I knew it was something else.
About.
People probably
So,
would have
like,
skipped Avowed.
Yes.
yeah.
But then
So,
when they skip, then we see people getting fired,
Mhm.
let go.
That's
You know what I
it.
mean? Like there's a ripple effect to all this.
because you didn't buy it, and they need those sales like the first 2 to 3 months.
Yeah.
Yep. They need that money right away. And recoup
I don't.
all them years of development.
Yeah, we could see a shift in the industry is where I'm trying to get to, right? Like because this can have a domino effect that, you know, can have a long term, you know, deficit in gaming.
We're gonna see less people trying new things like South of Midnight. As much as this probably would.
Oh
not
yeah,
have
it wouldn't have been greenlit, right?
Yeah.
You can say that for a lot of games that Xbox just released.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Pentiment, Psychonauts,
Yeah.
just like you can go down the list of like games
People
that
are
normally
being
don't. That's
they're
it.
less scared to try new things because we need a guaranteed hit.
Right.
Exactly.
I
appreciate Game Pass.
Thank you, people.
Oh yeah.
Get you an S and Game Pass, you good.
Right.
Good.
You don't even have to get an S.
You
You have a TV.
Yeah, but what's
Fire
the say?
Stick.
This is the Xbox. This is an Xbox.
Yeah, Fire Stick, right? Amazon Fire Stick. You good to go.
Like this
on
phone
Fire
is
Stick?
the Xbox. This phone is the Xbox.
That part.
Man, they got y'all with the advertisement, boy.
They got me, boo. They got me.
Right.
Sometimes they be hitting sometimes. Shit.
Yo,
So-
I done played Vampire Survivors on my phone before.
Okay. I done play Call of Duty on my iPad.
Okay.
Yeah, I know.
That's
I've got
hilarious.
on the Steam Deck. You know, you got you
Yeah.
can put it on there too. So
I do love that. We do need more integration, right, with Steam Deck. I'm hoping their partnership is going to mean that I don't have to use this separate app anymore, and it's like integrated in the Steam Deck. That would be awesome. But yeah, okay. So getting toward the end of the show, food o'clock, and all those things. Let's get to right, which Delilah probably just woke up. So
facts. You already know me.
I feel like a coffee anyway.
Why you put me on blast like that though?
okay, let's get to the titty bitties. All right, Delilah's favorite subject. Look at her face. Every time I say it, it's like gold.
I feel like we shouldn't call it that, but okay.
Yeah, I know.
Let's get to it.
All right.
Titty bitties.
Them titty bitties.
There you go, and that's why I call it that. So, for those
For
of you
people
guys
who are new, it's called tidbits. You know,
but when I do the show,
Call it,
it's
yes.
titty bitties. All right.
I think I'm the only one that said tidbits at this point. Everybody else say titty bitties.
I said tidbits.
Okay, great. There we go.
Like she's happy. Okay. So if you play gacha games like Genshin Impact, Honkai Star Rail, ZZZ, which is Zenless Zone Zero, is now coming to Xbox. Like
Yeah, about
less than a month,
time. About
right?
time.
So they had their little reveal thing yesterday, a little spotlight. I don't know why the link didn't work, but they did have a spotlight yesterday. And it's coming to Xbox. It doesn't really look like it's going to be playing any better or anything like that, but I'm probably going to play for the achievements. I'm going to turn it on, get all my little achievements to pop, and I'll be happy.
When that happens,
progression?
walk away. Just let it and walk away. Go fix your sandwich. Go get your drink.
I hope so, because CHAREECE said that the same thing happened with Genshin. So I'm
Yeah.
expecting
Yeah.
it to do the same shit.
It took like a good 20 minutes for all my achievements to pop up.
Okay, so that's my question. I was like, it's cross progression, right? So all your stuff, like you could just kind of start, as long as you got the same email address,
Yes.
your account should sync over.
Yeah.
Cool. That's dope.
Yeah. Right? Like I'm about to get my achievements. I'm happy.
Free achievements.
I would rather we got Star Rail than ZZZ because I played Star Rail more than I played this one.
I don't know
I'm so
why.
happy with it.
So you only saying it because that's you. Like,
Right.
Right? I know.
Right. And I don't like Star Rail. Like the
I do.
combat, because it's like
turn-based.
yeah. So
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like I'm not doing shit, right? And CHAREECE turns it on auto, so I'm like, what
Like,
you
what
not
are
even
you?
playing?
You're just watching.
right?
I set my people up. To me, it's almost like a numbers game. Like
So strategy. It's more of a strategy type.
Yes.
Mhm.
So like, and sometimes I be fucking up. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, oh my god, let me just start all the way over because y'all is gonna get murked.
But then she
But-
just hits auto and it does everything.
That's
not like a.
how are you
sometimes.
playing? Are you just playing? Are you watching?
Now,
it? You're
not
not playing.
story. I don't do auto, but like when I'm doing my dailies, if I'm grinding, I would put it auto, and will walk away and go do something else and then come back.
Yeah, you still like, and they don't want the game, and they don't want you.
They don't
You
want
like,
that
yay! I didn't even see it,
and I didn't even have to do anything. Oh, and then I put on 2
How is
points.
that even fun?
Right.
How is that even fun?
Exactly. How is that fun? But apparently it's fun for Charisse.
It is.
But that's probably why it's not on Xbox, because what are you doing?
Yeah.
I have faith it
It
will
might
be on
come
Xbox.
to Xbox. You never know. You just never know.
Yeah.
ZZ, I thought ZZ would make it. Here goes ZZ.
Yeah.
I thought Genshin
Yeah.
would make it. Here come
That
we got
part.
Genshin, ZZ. So
I
what's it
never
called?
thought
Star
Genshin
Rail might
would
be
be on
next.
Xbox.
You just never know now. They've been releasing
Yeah.
them.
Mm-hmm.
So
All right. So, Charisse, you're happy?
Happy-ish.
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 okay. I
Okay.
would pry, but I'll let it ride. Let's go.
You would what? Pry?
Pry.
Oh, okay.
And no, because I'm happy ZZZ made it, but I want Star Rail instead.
I gotcha.
Yeah. Because
Okay,
again,
okay.
this in the long run, these games are very popular and they make more money because there's other ones out there like Withering Waves. That was another one that just released last year.
Yeah, I heard
That's
about that.
it's on PlayStation, but it's not on Xbox. Again, these type of games make money, and Xbox needs these. We don't have this, so like the more the merrier. Let's have it all. Like again, Infinite Nikki is not on Xbox, but it's on PlayStation. That's a gotcha game. Yo,
When it's Infinite Nikki, I swear.
it's so adorable.
Move right along. Move right along. Nobody want to talk about the Infinite Nikki.
All right.
It's adorable.
We're going.
Me and my
Okay.
little cat friend.
So, let's see. The next one is kind of like odd, but I threw it in there because AI, right? We're all dealing with AI,
Yeah.
and these are like
Yeah.
AI chatbots, which are essentially going to be used for like role playing conversations, right? But apparently, they were rolling out, and what they call it is sex fantasy chatbots were actually leaking people's real conversation.
Ooh.
Yeah, including descriptions of child sexual abuse. Like,
Wow.
yeah, which I think is wild. So basically, all these AIs are like gathering this information, right? And that's how they're trained. So they were like releasing like real information back out into the world.
That's a problem.
That's a big
Right?
problem.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it says over a period of 24 hours, UpGuard collected prompts exposed by the AI system to analyze the data and try to pin down the source of the leak. The company collected new data every minute, amassing around 1,000 leaked prompts, including French, Russia, English, German, and Spanish. Yeah.
Mm-mm.
I know, everybody's like, I don't like this.
At all.
I don't like this at all. Yeah, so, yeah. We probably need to be paying more attention to it, because even I think...
Absolutely.
I think they said last week, right? Wired reported that South Korea-based image generator was being used to create child abuse images.
Dang.
So,
Wow.
like, we're gonna have to start to rein in the AI.
Yeah. I mean, and this is where regulation come into play, right? Like,
Right. Yeah,
I think it's so new. It took a while for internet to get there too. So,
right.
like,
Yeah.
I think this is just one of those. It's gonna have to be regulated heavily.
Yeah,
Because
because if
we
you're
already know
searching
how
stuff and then all of a sudden it's just giving you child porn, essentially,
Yeah. Something
like,
you
it's gonna be a
don't want,
problem.
like-
yeah.
Or you could say something and they can make assumptions about what they think you want, and then
Yeah.
give you something completely, and then you're in trouble because you don't know.
Right?
You know what I mean?
Could you
don't
imagine?
know.
Yeah. So now because you asked AI to create an image for you and they gave you what is essentially child porn, now are you now on a list somewhere?
Right.
Probably.
Right. That's
Probably.
wild. Wasn't even you. Like,
Yeah.
for real.
Right?
That's crazy.
So, somewhat side note. Again, I switched professions, so I work with mental health. I have a child who was chatting one of those chat AIs, and now it's done. The AI went somewhere else.
Yeah.
and let's just say she's
Yeah.
in our care now.
Yeah.
Let's put it this way. Like, I was talking with a coworker, and she was telling a story about how one of her daughter's friends said that basically ChatGPT is her boyfriend.
Yes. That's exactly what happened. She was in this
Yeah.
full-blown relationship with a person.
Get
it
up
was
every
just-
day and have a conversation,
Mhm.
compliment her, da da da. Just
I'm like, baby, that's not
dang,
real. And she
that's
just
not
blew up and
real.
down that it was. That was her man. That's my man. That's my man.
Hey, I know
Girl,
you
you
heard
are
about
That's
the dude in
scary
China.
as fuck though, because like kids don't understand that at all.
Kids
right?
don't
Like,
understand.
yeah.
And then, like, y'all, I know y'all heard about the man in China who committed suicide because he fell in love with his AI chatbot thing, and was like,
Yeah.
swore up and down it was sentient, and
like, no.
Yeah. The
Yeah.
chatbot basically responded, they're gonna meet up and all this. It's just like, damn.
Oh hell no!
How y'all gonna meet up if that thing ain't real? So he went on deep end with it. So
I
clearly,
tell y'all, it's Skynet, y'all. Skynet is real.
I know. Me and Charisse were like, this is why we always say please and thank you
To Alexa, like,
Yeah.
girl,
to Alexa.
I was one of the good ones.
And when I'm on Copilot,
Please
I'm
and
like,
thank you.
please rewrite this for me. Like,
yeah.
remember me.
Wow. So
When y'all
as y'all
take
know,
over, remember I was nice.
as y'all know, I've been like trying to get learn blueprints, Unreal, some C++ stuff, right? And so with the update with 4.0 ChatGPT update, the 4.01, it can read blueprints. And so, like, I'm able to take a screenshot, give it the blueprint, and it'll tell me everything that's going on in the blueprint. I'm thinking to myself, like how?
Yeah.
How is it able
Yo,
to?
I'll do you one better, right? So I just found out that I can record my meeting, right? Like the meeting that I'm having, we can record this and then put the transcription into ChatGPT, and it will summarize, give you highlights. Like it'll even psychoanalyze
and tell you if someone was
yeah. Right. If somebody was having narcissistic tendencies, like all that shit. Like, yeah. Look at Sharice's face.
Oh damn.
Yeah. Yeah.
It goes deep. Like, man.
Yeah.
And then fairly recently they got another update to where they can do better imaging now. So like, you know how before AI was having issues with hands and like
right.
lip syncing.
And that's what they were saying with this article, is that we could be opening a new door of a new channel of pornography, essentially, with this, right?
You can basically describe what you want and they'll recreate the fantasy, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's wild.
Yeah.
I can't let AI know what I like. I'm sorry.
It already knows.
It does. It
already knows.
The algorithm. When you're on,
yeah.
What is that? What's the one? Instagram or one of the others?
Yeah.
Algorithm, it knows what you like, child. It'll be like, oh, you bought.
Yeah, you're on TikTok, right? Like you don't do Instagram as much.
boom.
You do TikTok. TikTok knows. TikTok knows your freak habits. Okay.
Yeah.
I know Instagram knows mine.
You said what, Sharice?
I said I know Instagram knows mine, which is interesting
Instagram
because I don't
definitely
like
knows
shit on Instagram because people can see what you like on Instagram. I don't like anything, but Instagram knows.
Yeah, but it
me.
knows when you share and stuff too. And it knows when you've watched the video longer than 10 seconds. It knows when you've watched the video repeatedly. And that's what it uses.
But it doesn't know where my eyes are focusing at, ma'am. Okay.
It might.
It eye tracking. It might.
Yeah, I was gonna say it might.
Let me be delusional, okay?
Eye tracking, man. Listen, for user studies and stuff. We use eye tracking.
Yeah.
Because we want to see if like they're stuck on one point, and then you have to try to
right
veer their eyes over to something that
I'm gonna have to look at it like this.
How you gonna look at it then? You just gonna listen to them?
She see the corner of her finger. She gonna look at it.
Yeah. You got to put your camera, put a little tapey thing on your camera. Yeah.
I'm about to get a little.
We're not there yet. We're not there yet. We're not there yet.
I mean, but so what? I guess the way I look at it with AI, it's like what used to be extremely difficult to do as an individual, you can now do fairly easily. A lot of the mundane stuff is no longer a blocker.
Right.
A blocker. Because
I feel like if we keep
you can use it as a
that,
tool.
yeah, if we keep it to that, then I think that it would be like beneficial for sure. But like all these different
Extra
avenues,
stuff?
right.
Using it for
I'm
ill
with you.
will and ill
We're
intent,
opening
that's
Pandora's box for sure.
I'm with you 1000%. Because I'm like, because I was having this conversation a little bit with my family, and I was like, well, what jobs? Like, we need money to be able to purchase all these things, but if AI and tech is going to be replacing all of the mundane and for instance,
what are we doing? Right.
What especially in tech?
Yeah.
Like who's going to be the engineers? Who's going to be the the PM? Because they can just summarize. Right. They can summarize that. Like they can summarize a lot of that stuff. Like, it's wild. So I mean, I tell y'all a different example, a bit offline, but yeah, it's crazy. So
all right, so I know, like I said before, it was food o'clock. I had one more tidbit, but I want to ask you guys: do you guys have any tidbits you want to share with everybody before we get off?
I do. Schedule 1 had an update.
Can you talk about that game? Because like my kiddo is like, she wants to play that game. And I'm like, you're selling
Schedule
drugs.
1. That's a drug. You're selling drugs.
Right.
You're selling drugs.
Yeah,
You're selling drugs.
Wait, lady. Have you sold my drug yet?
No, but I'm gonna mix it tomorrow. I'm mixing it tomorrow morning. I figure out how to mix. So when I play,
so you're not even just selling drugs. You're like,
no, we're mixing
them.
You'll get a dealer. You're gonna bring products to the dealer. You're gonna go assign botanists and growers. You got to clean up the.
That sounds so deep for it to be what it is.
Yeah. So they did an update. They did controller support for the game, which I really enjoy because keyboard and mouse was giving me a struggle. They opened up the pawn shop. You can pawn your items that you don't use. There's the jewelry store. You can be able to get like a gold watch or a gold necklace. What else? The clothing shop opened up. I believe the plastic surgeon is there, so I guess you can be able to change your characters. And I heard you can do police raids. They're really expanding the game more than I anticipated, and I'm low level. I don't even think I got $1,000 yet, but
she was struggling the other day.
But I made enough money to get the second spot though.
Did you know?
And you can keep this first spot. So every spot that you buy, you can keep the previous property. So now I got the hotel room and the place on top of the Chinese restaurant. So I can turn the hotel room into something different. It could be a stash house. It could be an office. It could be a bedroom.
She said a stash house.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the kind of game. Like, it's like they check all the boxes. I'm like, I'm curious. What kind of research?
No, what kind of research?
What kind of research? They went deep with it. Like, look at how deep that is.
This is when the hood start making video games.
Listen, we learn it. Hey, look, we got check myself.
They tell writers, hey, write what you know. Hey, gamers, write, play, make what you know.
Oh,
hey,
God.
Same thing, I guess.
The next 10 years of gaming is gonna be wild, y'all. I can tell y'all that.
Look. Red Lotus Diva. No, kids shouldn't play this game. If you want me to be 100% honest with you, this is an 18 and over game. This ain't an Augie age game.
You talking about Schedule 1, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can you can learn math. You got to learn how to count them stacks.
So I'm gonna do that tomorrow. So it's $20. I mean, it's not bad. It's not bad for $20.
That just sounds so. I don't know. It's definitely.
But I understand. It ain't for everybody. GTA do it. Other games do some type of drug sale in some shape or form, but this one is just that's all you do. You just do your empire, and I didn't even get to the story portion of the game. I'm still trying to get my money up. I still got to get my uncle out.
My thing is, can you ever leave the drug game?
I don't know. It should.
Because it's like, I feel like that should be the end game. That should be the goal. That should be the goal. We got to have a positive message at the end.
Wait,
you can't trap forever. That's it. You can't trap forever.
I think that's what I think the uncle, because the uncle's in jail. So what I'm thinking is,
you think it's okay. To me, that's a better story than like,
the uncle is like, I'm gonna put you on, and eventually he got to get out of jail. Eventually, I gotta go heads up with the rival drug lord bosses from the town I just landed on, and that should be the end game. Like, do you want to trap forever? Yes or no? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You make your choice, you get your achievement. Game over.
I saw a question from Webb. I cannot pronounce that. Is it Caleb Weeb or something like that? Caleb Webb. I don't know how to pronounce it. But he asked about this chair. No, I would get a Herman Miller. That's my next chair.
Oh, I didn't tell you. When I went to DC, I went to a Herman Miller store and sat in that chair. And oh my God, I want
This is the one that suspends you. The one that go.
the Embody chair.
Oh man,
They had that one there, and I'm like, this chair feels so good. It feels like you're sitting on a little cloud.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I want it now.
Answer the question. Get the other one. This one's good. It's good, but they got better chairs. It's not bad though. Don't get twisted, but it's
right.
They got better
Miller
chairs.
is a grip though.
Yeah, it's like
$1,400. Yeah,
I think maybe it is $1,600. Yeah.
You could find like some aftermarket ones, but
yeah,
you better off getting the warranty and all that stuff in case something go wrong with it. With something that good, that pricey. Mm-hmm. You want the warranty. Trust me.
All right. Any other tidbits from the rest of you ladies?
Mm-mm.
Nobody has a show to tell everybody to watch.
Oh, he has the Herman Miller Embody. Oh,
Solo Levelwood. That's it. Watch that.
Solo Levelwood.
What about the Pop of the Balloon? Did you see the Pop of the Balloon show?
I did watch the Pop the Balloon show. And it was like, okay. So I think the concept is still good, right? Because I think that the show that was on YouTube and stuff like that, it's entertaining, right? But it's live, so it felt like rushed, right? So you kind of like felt like there were times when
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Okay. There were times where the host, like, you could tell that she's like having someone talk to her, and it kind of like took her out because she's being told to like hurry up.
Just do that.
Right. And then I also didn't like that, like, they had like Johnny Bananas and some other dude that is like rotationally on these type of reality TV, right? So I didn't like that they had them there. It's just have regular people on there if we're gonna do it. Like,
yeah.
And
They make it more relatable when you have just regular folks.
The only thing I fear is that it's gonna be like people on there being super extra.
Oh, you forever have that, or people trying to advertise their business or whatever. Like, I'm an actual influencer, and like you're gonna have that. They're gonna sneak in there. Like,
because I didn't watch a lot of the YouTube ones, but I'm assuming that's what happened there too, right? Like people like start talking about each other, and But I guess that's what we're watching for, right? It's people to start like clowning on drama. So I know, and I like Yvonne Orji. I like her, so I'm gonna watch it next week. Let's see how it goes. This week was girls had the balloons, so I'm assuming next week boys will have the balloons. So
interesting. I see. I've only watched clips. I haven't ever just like, let me go watch a full episode or stuff like that. But some of the clips be hilarious because people get offended and and then you get some matches and stuff like that. But I think it's pretty popular, and it's interesting to see people copy that model.
Yeah, right.
So,
any of you guys gonna try to check it out?
I'll check it out. All
right. Yeah. Okay. Anybody else? No tidbits? Ready for outros?
No.
All right. Let's do our outros. I think we went so it'll go Lady, Delilah, CHAREECE, and then me. All right.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you for hanging out with us this morning. Everybody on the replay gang, thank you. I look at your comments. I see the comments after the show. So thank you so much for hanging out with us. We are going to play Schedule 1 tomorrow. I don't know. It depends on how late I come in tonight. We might do it today, but most likely tomorrow morning. We're going to do Schedule 1 tomorrow morning, and maybe some Marvel Rivals Season 2 to try to get our rank up and learn Emma Frost a little bit more. That's what's on the...
Yeah, you gotta learn that slammy thing.
Yeah, I gotta learn that slam. Lady Infamous 415 on all platforms. And I love y'all. And y'all have a great weekend.
All right, Miss Delilah.
Yeah, and to answer, I did see the question. So this is the Hallworth Cross Xbox Fern chair, which is a ridiculous name. But yeah, it's okay. So that's a pretty decent chair. But again, like I want the embodied chair. I want the if not the embodied, just a basic Herman Miller chair.
Yeah.
So eventually, that's the goal. I don't know how long it's gonna take me to get it, but I want that. So that's what I want. as far as tidbits or outros or whatever, I really didn't have a tidbit so the outro. Yeah, you all know you can follow me on socials, DELILAHd. In case you're right here on GWG every Saturday. And thanks for listening. We appreciate it. Tell your friends and share out the show. So yeah, that's pretty much it.
All right, Miss CHAREECE.
I'm sorry, I was in our Discord. They talking about this marathon game is gonna be a premium product for full price.
I saw that.
It's only a multiplayer game?
No, I don't.
No, it's not going to be free to play. What they're saying is Marathon is going to launch as a premium product, meaning players will be asked to pay full price.
So what is and that's now we got to figure out what the hell is full price.
What's full price?
$80.
Right.
Thank you. I'm not paying $80 for this shit.
It's probably not 80, y'all. It's probably 70.
Look how you said it. You can't even say it.
I can't tell a joke good. I'm sorry. It's all about the delivery, and I failed. You know what I mean?
I could kind of see 30, can kind of see 40, but I cannot see 60, 70, $80.
Well, that's what it's gonna be. That is what it's gonna be.
Y'all better be glad I'm drugged and can't be drinking right now, because that's some bullshit. Anyway,
I just need to find out. Because it was going on the same time as our show. I didn't get to.
You gotta go back and watch
all of these. Right? Because I hope I'm not just overreacting. I hope I'm not.
Okay, well we'll come back next time on the show and be like, what do we
Saturday?
think?
Well, not next Saturday, but the Saturday after next week.
Yeah.
By
the way, we will not have a show next week because it's Easter, so we're taking the week off.
But we got something else next week. That Friday.
Okay, right. We're still gonna do that. Okay.
Yeah, we still gotta do that.
The Friday, then we're gonna have a Q&A with the folks, which I need to get that set up this weekend on Patreon. So if you're a Patreon subscriber, we're gonna have a special live show just with you guys, where we're talking to you guys, getting questions, answers, things like that.
So pay.
Ask us anything.
Well, it's more,
normal price range. Whatever the going rate was, unless you get a special edition. But I don't know. I'm not feeling it. But yeah, it's your girl CHAREECE here. Catch me on again. I'm apparently all on Instagram now. I'm everywhere, but I'm mostly in our Discord, as y'all can tell, chatting and doing random stuff. But yes, I hear my wings calling me, so y'all have a good one.
Okay. And then I'm LBOOGIE0208. You guys can catch me pretty much on Instagram, but I am on Bluesky and Threads. And then if you want to chat on our Discord, you guys can join our Discord. Lots of shenanigans happening over there. And other than that, I hope everybody has a beautiful rest of their Saturday and the rest of their weekend. All right.
Bye.
Everybody, stay blessed.